and welcome to my Beatles... Oh, no, wait. Something's missing. There you go! Hello, and welcome to my Beatles YouTube channel. If you like the Beatles, please make sure you subscribe and you check out my other videos because I'm sure you're gonna find them interesting. Today's video is really special. I'm gonna show you Paul McCartney's house in London. Now, if you've been following my YouTube channel for a while, you would know that I've already shown you Paul McCartney's house in London. Back in 2021, I used to live in Marylebone, pretty close to Paul McCartney's house, and one day I decided to make a video showing you guys the house. The response was overwhelming, I didn't expect it at all, but the video got over 200,000 views. And that's when I decided to make more videos about the Beatles. So for the past 4 years, I've been making videos about my favorite band and sharing them with you. The problem is though, that the quality of my videos has improved massively since 2021. At least that's what I like to think. So I always wanted to go back to Paul's house and make another video. But I was always like, yeah, I can do it anytime. But last night, I saw Paul in my dreams. It was actually really weird. So I play the piano, right? I'm a musician. So I was playing the piano and I messed it up. Like I played the wrong chord or something. Paul was in the audience. And at the end of the song, he came to me and he was like, oh, you really fucked it up, didn't you? I'm sure Paul is much more friendly in real life. So I woke up and I was like, you know what? I'll do the video today. I've got a lot of free time because I'm a musician. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna walk to Paul's house, which is a 50-minute walk. And I'll show you the place and I'll tell you absolutely everything you need to know about it. Let's go! I need to get milk on the way back. Okay, now let's go. It's a beautiful sunny day here in London. Not too hot, not too cold, 0 degrees. Sorry, that's one of my stupid dad jokes. By the way, do you know when a joke becomes a dad joke? When it leaves you and never comes back. I think I'm gonna get the bus actually. I'm not too sure if I want to walk all the way there. Maybe I walk it on the way back. So, we are outside Paul McCartney's house in London. This is 7 Cavendish Avenue in the beautiful neighbourhood of St John's Wood. We are very close to Abbey Road Studios, which of course must have been very appealing to Paul. In the early 1960s, the other Beatles got married and bought houses outside London. John Lennon was the first. He got married to Cynthia Powell and they ended up buying Kenwood, a beautiful house in St George's Hill, near Weybridge outside London. Ringo Starr also got married and they bought a house very close to where John Lennon was living. George Harrison got married to Pattie Boyd and they ended up buying a house in Esher, also very close to where the other Beatles were living. However, Paul wanted to remain in the city and he also remained unmarried. At the time he was dating the English actress Jane Asher and he moved into her family home at 57 Wimpole Street, also around this area. That was the house where he wrote Yesterday. I made a video about it and I'm gonna leave it somewhere in the description. But at one point he was like, you know, I'm a little bit too old to be living with my in-laws, so I better get my own place. And that's when he bought this beautiful house in St John's Wood. While the other Beatles were starting to move out of London to big countryside houses, Paul McCartney decided to stay in the city. He was deeply involved in the vibrant London avant-garde scene, frequently attending art exhibitions and surrounded by friends who were active in these creative circles. On the 13th of April 1965, he bought a house at 7 Cavendish Avenue, in the fancy St John's Wood area of London. It cost him £40,000, a significant amount of money at the time. The property used to belong to a doctor named Desmond O'Neill. The house itself is a 3-story Georgian-style townhouse. Classic in appearance, Paul made it his own. Unlike the other Beatles, who hired trendy decorators, Paul and his girlfriend Jane Asher decorated the house themselves, enjoying the process of hunting for second-hand furniture and fixing it up. In the backyard of 7 Cavendish Avenue, Paul McCartney had a small meditation dome, built as a quiet space to escape the chaos of Beatlemania. Tucked among the trees, it was a peaceful spot where he could meditate, write music, or just clear his head away from the crowds outside the gate. During a recording session at Abbey Road Studios, John Lennon accidentally took LSD. Paul took John back to his house, where he also decided to take acid. The two of them shared an amazing experience that brought them closer together. Hi, sorry to interrupt the video. Just a very quick, very important announcement. I published a book. That's right, I published a book. It's called From the Cavern to Abbey Road, a journey through the Beatles' iconic landmarks. In this book, we see the story of the Beatles from the places where everything happened. Some of them are famous, like let's say Abbey Road Studios, and some of them perhaps not so famous, like for example the art gallery where John and Yoko met. I put a lot of work and effort into this book, and it would help me so much if you grabbed a copy. It's available on Amazon all around the world, so if you want your copy, please go to the link in the description. Thank you, now back to the video. Imagine living at Paul McCartney's house, like so many things happened in this place. I would love to live here. Unfortunately though, it's a little out of my budget. But if you all watch my videos and maybe buy my book, you know, maybe one day I can afford it. My book would literally have to be more popular than the Bible for me to afford this place. As of 2025, Paul still owns the house and it's his main London residence. However, he's not in London very often at the moment. He's got properties all over the world, of course. I believe his main residence is in Sussex. I've been here so many times and I never had the chance to see him. But I did see him once at Abbey Road Studios because I was a student at the Abbey Road Institute and I nearly passed out. I didn't have the chance to say hello or anything because I saw him through a window, but it still counts. On the top floor, Paul had a music room. The Beatles used to hang out here before and after recording sessions and write songs together. They say it was in the music room where Paul gave Mick Jagger his first joint ever. Paul bought this house in 1965, but it wasn't until March 1966 when he actually moved here. He wanted the house to be nothing short of perfect, so he changed many things around the house, including the addition of these big gates and intercom system to ensure his privacy. However, because of its proximity to the city centre and Abbey Road Studios, in the 1960s the house was always guarded by a group of fans who waited for hours outside the house in the freezing cold just to catch a glimpse of Paul. Now, a little disclaimer, this is Paul's house, but he's never here. Everyone knows the address, it's been public since the 1960s, and I am not breaking any laws whatsoever, so do not get angry in the comments, honestly. But actually, maybe do, because if you get angry in the comments, you know, that's really good for the algorithm. There's an unconfirmed story that during a tense moment between John Lennon and Paul McCartney, John once threw a brick through the window of Paul's house. It supposedly happened during the messy breakup of the Beatles, but there's no solid proof it actually took place. A devoted fan once broke into Paul McCartney's house by climbing through the bathroom window, inspiring the Beatles song "She Came In Through the Bathroom Window" from the Abbey Road album. George and Gwen Cayley, Paul McCartney's housekeeper and chauffeur, quit after nearly a year at 7 Cavendish Avenue due to constant fan pressure. They said the lack of privacy, non-stop crowds and phone calls made life unbearable. Though they praised Paul as a great boss, surprisingly, they didn't know he was a Beatle when they took the job, and always called him Mr. McCartney or Sir, as he disliked familiarity. Even today, Cavendish Avenue is still closely linked to Paul. Fans sometimes visit just to see the famous gate. It's not just a house, it became part of Beatles history. I just found some fellow Beatles fans here.
Hello.
Hello, where are you guys from?
Mexico and the United States.
So we're all here outside Paul McCartney's house in London. As we can see, Paul has not one, but 2 cameras outside the house. I wonder if anyone's gonna watch that and be like, oh no, it's that guy again. So this is pretty much it for now. Thank you so much for watching until the end. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. You can also follow me on Instagram or Facebook. There is a PayPal link for donations. Of course, every donation will be absolutely appreciated. You can also buy my book. Actually, that would make me very, very happy indeed. Or the free option is just to subscribe to this YouTube channel and maybe click on the bell icon so you're the first to know when I upload new videos. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.
Well, I'm afraid that's just run out of time.
Oh,
I'm really
okay.
sorry.
Well,
So,
bye everyone.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
If I give my heart to you, I must be sure from the